I'm very glad to be able to celebrate with other civil society organizations this year's 2020 World Antimicrobial Awareness Week. As you can see my background, I'm really standing behind a chicken run where chickens are being reared without the use of antibiotics. We really have to work together as civil society organizations to be able to raise awareness that reducing the use of antimicrobials in the farming industry, but also in the human sector and also in the environment is important for a sustainable future and to ensure that these precious molecules can continue to work and will be operational in the generations to come.
Over the past 1 year, we have been involved in looking at the connection between animal welfare, how the animal is catered for during its life, and antimicrobial resistance. Towards that end, we've done several research pieces that we have released and some that we'll be releasing in the coming days. The interesting thing that came out of that poll is that the level of understanding of what happens in intensive farming systems, and especially the use of antibiotics, is very low. It was interesting to note, and it was an eye-opener for most of them, to understand that 75% of the antibiotics produced globally actually end up in farming systems. Beyond that, we have also been engaged in raising awareness, engaging the general public, consumers. We've done several webinars that are talking about the connection between public health and animal welfare, which have been very interesting and well received.
We now have an AMR desk, and we are working in mainly two things: advocacy and the awareness creation, so that we are joining the battle on the issue of antimicrobial resistance. So we have already done some work on awareness creation. We are teaching veterinarians, paraveterinarians, farmers, and livestock keepers on the proper method of controlling diseases to their farms. We are teaching them the use of biosecurity and vaccination as many ways of preventing diseases to the animals. We have a very big challenge in Tanzania in the issue of AMR. We don't have control for antimicrobials in the market. So we are planning to start working on the issue of advocacy to the politicians and policymakers on the issue of fighting against the antimicrobial resistance.
The antimicrobial resistance is a crucial issue, especially in the field of animal welfare to my working area. The community with no skills or education on medication prescribe medicine to their animals, buy and they use to animals, which makes many diseases to be resistant. We are providing education to the animal owners and the users to leave the work of medication to vets and the paravets to support them.
Depuis ma prise de fonction, j'ai remarqué que les éleveurs n'avaient aucune connaissance sur les délais d'attente. Parce que ceux-mêmes qui les encadraient ignoraient aussi l'importance du respect des délais d'attente des médicaments vétérinaires. Ce qui augmente le risque de la résistance aux antimicrobiens. Paradoxe, c'est que même les encadreurs, cela t'a dit, surtout les auxiliaires vétérinaires, ignoraient le phénomène de la résistance aux antimicrobiens. Après 2 années de campagne sur les réseaux sociaux, cette année, nous avons décidé de nous associer avec une ONG de la santé communautaire afin de sensibiliser surtout les revendeurs de volailles sur l'importance du respect des délais d'attente des médicaments vétérinaires afin de réduire le risque de la propagation des rames.
One of the greatest challenges I had as a patient was finding reliable information about antibiotic resistance. In fact, when I nearly lost my face to an infection, I had never heard of antibiotic resistance before, so I was unable to play a role in managing it. And this is still a problem for many patients today. Antimicrobial resistance is a growing crisis in Africa and globally. Communicating it to patients and the public is critical, because as a patient, how I take antibiotics matters, and how I practice infection control matters, just as much as how often my doctors prescribe antibiotics to me.
Antimicrobial resistance really needs a well-coordinated action using a One Health approach. It will be easy for us to turn the tide and tackle this global problem of antimicrobial resistance. So I believe everyone has a role in combating antimicrobial resistance, but let's keep using One Health approach and have a well-coordinated action across different multi-sectoral sectors.
We're very proud and impressed with the strategic collaboration across the AU, the African CDC, the NCDC and other agencies, and we hope to build this for the work on AMR. And we also put a call for us to build our data and research capacity building across the continent so we can provide solutions for us by us.
There is need for a lot of actors, a lot of players to be involved in the AMR sector because of its threats to the public health and to governments, to international partners. We need a global fund for AMR to ensure adequate resources for the national, regional and global responses.
At ReAct Africa, we use a One Health approach to target CSOs as key stakeholders from the human health, agricultural, animal and environmental sectors. We offer support in areas such as capacity building, technical guidance, raising awareness and creative movements such as the AMR Community of Practice platform that we are currently piloting with the support of the Africa CDC. The goal of this interactive AMR discussion platform is to have multi-stakeholders using a One Health perspective to come together, share best practices, share information, learn and mentor each other with an aim to create AMR champions in the region that advance and advocate for AMR at different levels. We call upon CSOs working in Africa from the various sectors to join us in this platform.